I'm about to go get my hair cut in about an hour, all of it, like very short. And it's a thrilling and also a scary prospect because, some of you might think, well, you're just getting your hair cut. I'm getting my hair cut really short, and I'm doing it because I don't want my hair to represent who I am as a woman. And I want you to know that you get to choose who you are as a woman, as a man, as a non-binary person, as a transgender person. You get to choose what you want to look like, who you want to look like. And that's one thing that nobody can take from you, is your own agency. And for a long time in my life, and for me, it comes from having been abused as a child. And for you, it might be a totally different reason. But for a long time, I bought into the idea that my hair made me a woman, made me sexy. And I learned that there was some power in being sexy, in subscribing to society's idea of what sexy is, of what a woman is, of what it means to be a woman. And I only saw my worth in my sexual value. So I've had short hair before. But I'm really cutting my hair short to sort of stand with people who are really tired. And there has been a trend I've seen of women cutting their hair short. And I guess it's kind of a solidarity thing, that nobody gets to choose who you are inside or how you represent who you are, how you feel about yourself. And oftentimes when we've been abused as children, whether it's physically, sexually, emotionally, verbally, we don't feel good enough to live by who we've been, what we've been sold about who we are. We feel less than. We feel somehow, because somebody in our life used us, abused us, treated us badly, that gets stuck in your brain, especially if it happens when you're a child, right? This is even before you're becoming a woman or becoming a man. And so it somehow can really, really, really dictate how we feel about ourselves, who we think we are, and how we express who we are to the outside world. And it's that lack of feeling worthy, that lack of having true faith in who we are, who we were meant to be, because it was shaken. That foundation was shaken at a young age through abuse or a traumatic event. And so cutting my hair, for me, it's not something I'm saying or suggesting anybody should do. But what I am suggesting is that you find a way to be unapologetically you. Even if society says that's not how women act, that's not how men act. You should be thin. You should have a big booty, you should have short sexy hair, you should whatever. The shoulds are what really 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 weigh us down, and all we really have control over is the is. What is the am? Who am I? Who am I outside of everybody else's judgments? Who am I alone at night in bed before I fall asleep? What is my worth? Because I was born worthy. We're all born worthy. That's not something that we have to work for. You do not have to work for your worth. That is your God-given gift. You are worthy. Whether you believe in the God in the Bible, Allah, whether you read the Torah, whether you believe in the universe, you were born. That's all you need to be worthy. You came, you're on this earth, and people, not because God made people do it, and not because God didn't save you. People, human beings, treated you poorly. Human beings were abusive toward you. You didn't deserve that abuse. None of us deserve abuse as children. Think about that. Think about how you feel like somehow you did something to deserve it. But if you look at a child that was your age, that is your age when you were abused, or if it was ongoing abuse, would you think that that child could somehow deserve to be abused? Could somehow not be worthy of love, kindness, and compassion? You are worthy. You have always been worthy. Your hair doesn't make you worthy. The clothes you wear don't make you worthy. Your weight doesn't make you worthy. Your skin color, your eye color, those are all things that you were given. You were born. You are worthy. And it's something you're born with, and it's something you're going to die with. Worthiness. Nobody can take that to you, although it may feel like, it can take that from you. And it might feel like, because when we have been abused as children, our brain is still developing and making connections and pruning, but there's some things we just are not ready for. We're not ready for. We can't understand. And so we understand it in a way that a child understands abuse, and that is, oh, I did something wrong. It's my fault. And we grow up intellectually, we grow, we go on and we get educated and we start our families, and intellectually we grow. But emotionally, there's that little kid that didn't continue to develop because of being abused, being exposed to trauma, constant trauma. Could be in a family, a dysfunctional family where there's fighting and physical abuse. Whatever, we're all different in that area. But that little child, she, he, they really believe that they're not worthy, though, and that's why, you know, we can self-sabotage, and we could have accomplished things that other people tell us are, oh, you're so this and you're so that, and then there's that little voice that's saying, if only they knew me, they would know that I'm bad, that I'm not worthy. And that's the little child that didn't know what else to think. So I guess the point of what I want you to know. And I don't need to know you. I don't need to meet you. I don't need to know if you've done things in the past that you're not proud of. You are worthy. You're worthy of love. You're worthy of success. You're worthy of kindness, friendship, compassion, a good life, a supportive partner, a good sex life, abundance. You are worthy. I don't need to know you to know that. If you're human, I know you've made mistakes. I actually have never met anybody who has not made mistakes. I've made a million mistakes. So you are worthy. If you can't tell yourself that today, I hope you'll be able to get to the point where you can tell yourself that, but I want you to hear it. You may not be able to tell it to yourself, but I want you to hear. You are worthy. You're worthy of love. Because we're all worthy of love. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to be a beautiful movie star, a model, a gorgeous athlete. You don't need to be any of that. Because trust me, everybody is worthy of love. And that's what I want you to hear. I want you to hear that. You are worthy. And I will keep saying it. You are worthy. That's what I want you to know today.